Hey there, and welcome to episode 55 of Cast Reflect. I'm your host Josh, and I'm joined as always by co-host Connell Luke the Truth Jennings.
Not as always these days.
Wow, yeah, that's a very good point, mate. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
No Carly this week, unfortunately.
Listen to it. It's very good. Very good episode.
You enjoyed it. It was a good episode. They're all good, apart from like the first three. Other than that, they're great. They're great. You enjoyed it though, yeah?
Yeah, it's a very good episode. I was worried that Carly was going to take my spot, to be honest.
Yeah, you've got a rival now. You've got a rival. You better up your game, mate. This episode. How you been, man?
I can't promise anything. I've been alright, man. I've been travelling a lot. I've been to Helsinki, and then I spent a week in London last week.
Mr. Worldwide these days, aren't you?
At the moment, yeah. At the moment.
And you're going away next week as well, aren't you?
Going away next week. Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas. Yeah.
Carly's been to Texas, to Austin. She
Apparently
loves it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, she said it's like one of her favourite places. One of her favourite places when she went travelling to America.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be going to a gig on Wednesday.
What, in Austin?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Who are you going to watch?
It's a good question. Let me grab that.
I don't know who you're going to watch.
No, it's like it was organised by people at work.
Right.
So I checked out the band, and listened to a few of their tracks. It's pretty good. Sort of like Bombay Bicycle Clubby vibes.
Oh, nice.
Which is quite nice. They're called Royal Otis.
Royal Otis.
Yeah, I think you would like them. They sound like a band you would be into.
Oh, fair. Yeah, well, yeah, Bombay Bicycle Club. Yeah, I love Bombay Bicycle Club. Explosions in the Sky are from Austin.
Oh, there. Seen them. I watched them a couple of years ago.
Oh, mate, I had a ticket to go and watch them when I was like 19 at the Roundhouse in London. And because I was 19, I just bought a ticket and then didn't have the money to go up.
To go up, yeah.
Yeah, and the only other person that was going was Theo Bennett. And I never went. I've still got the ticket with the stub on. Yeah. How shit is that? They're like...
Did Theo go?
One of my favourite bands. I expect so. Yeah, I expect so. I don't know. But yeah, it's depressing, isn't it? But I think I think they're playing in Brighton. Jack wants to go and watch them.
Yeah, I saw them in Brighton.
I'll try and come down and watch them.
The Pavilion.
Oh, I bet they're amazing live. I bet they're fucking amazing.
It was good.
Excellent stuff. What have you been playing?
Been playing a lot. I've been
on the road.
Yeah, it's been hard to actually crack on with some games, but I have been doing a few bits. I finished Ratchet and Clank in the 2 days that I have been home.
Yeah.
Finished Ratchet and Clank. I'm almost platinum.
That was the second one, right?
The Rift Apart,
was it?
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
It's really good, mate. Really good. Like that fight at the end where you fight him in his like super suit, and it's so
around the city. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it, man? It's so good. Such a blast to play.
Yeah, and like the animations and like the flow between traversing different planets, and when you go through those like rifts in the warp.
Yeah.
To a different what do you call it? Like plane dimension. There you go.
Yeah. That's the one you're after.
That's the one. But the animations and like the way how fluid it transitions between those things is so good.
Yeah, it's wicked, man. You can tell it's an Insomniac game, can't you? Like, they're just so good at making really slick, smooth, like, fun gameplay.
Yeah. And yeah, I nearly platinumed it. I think I need 2 more of the Rhino bots. And...
yeah.
Then I need to just get all the weapons. And that's it.
Nice. Yeah, it's quite a good platinum, that. Nice and easy, I think.
Yeah, I got to the end of the game and I was like, I only need, like, 3 trophies, so...
Yeah. Just grinding them out, basically.
Yeah. And then I've also been playing on the Switch whilst on the plane and stuff. I've been playing Inside. Finally.
I'm so surprised you've only just started playing this.
Yeah, and I've been told to play it a million times. Jack has told me to play it a million times. And it's really good. It's really
awesome,
cool.
isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. Those games, like Limbo as well, it's like the perfect level of puzzle for me that I find... not frustrating, but challenging enough for me. Like, I know I'm going to be able to figure it out. I know I'm never going to get like really, really stuck on it. But I also know that it's gonna take me a few tries to actually like figure out what's going on and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And it's some of them just like straight away.
Yeah.
Like you come into the room and you're like, okay, I know exactly what I need to do, and you do it straight away.
Yeah. So
it's
like premise wise, it's really cool. So you're like, obviously, it's trying to escape this. I don't know. I haven't quite finished it yet, but like what looks to be
I was
like
gonna say,
human
it'd be good.
farm.
Yeah,
like a factory that's just like farming humans, like brainless humans to do stuff.
Yeah,
you're obviously trying to escape that, and the puzzles are really cool in that you can stick your head in those like helmets that let you control all of the other humans, and you have to like direct the humans onto different areas to complete.
Got a bit of lemmings.
Got a bit of lemmings in there.
Got a bit of lemons in it.
The physics and stuff, like the ragdoll physics, are just fucking brilliant. It's like, for a game that's so dark and eerie for the most part, when you get like killed by one of the dogs and they're like flailing you around, or
like rah,
it just looks so funny.
Have you done I don't know how to say this without
the submarine bit?
Have you done any watery?
Yeah, I've done the bit where you're in the sphere, like submarine type thing.
Right.
Yeah, and you can like boost it through walls and jump it over stuff, and
yeah,
I enjoyed that.
Let me know when you finished it, because it'd be good to chat, because there's a couple of things I'd like to talk about that with you.
Yeah, definitely.
But I can't really until you finished it, because it's interesting.
Yeah,
I like how those games are sort of they're open to interpretation.
Yes, it doesn't really tell you the story.
Nah,
you just sort of pick it up as you go.
Yeah. I really like that about those games, though.
Yeah.
Like, Cocoon's kind of like that as well. Do you know what I mean? Like it. I know it's not. I just can't remember. Is it Playdead? Is it Playdead Games?
Playdead is Inside. Yeah.
And Limbo, isn't it? And then Cocoon's the guy from Playdead.
Yeah.
The creative. Yeah. Yeah, they're amazing. They're so good. They're such like weird, mysterious kind of experiences, aren't they? But they're really, really good.
Yeah, I love that. Like there's like a layer, there's like an air of it just being quite bleak and depressing, and you're not really sure why. You sort of are figuring out why as you go through. But like, obviously the color palette and the style of the game sort of just
it's oppressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like imposes that sort of feeling on you, and then you're sort of figuring it out as you go as to why you feel like that. It's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's awesome, because you're kind of just piecing it together, aren't you, as you go through? But you don't really have any official closure on anything. It's great. I love it. Have you been playing anything else, or is it just that, really?
That's about it, really. I had a game of Counter-Strike on like Friday night, I think, when I came back.
Nice.
But yeah, nothing major. You?
Nah, fair. I've played a bit while you've been gone, because this is the first time we've podded, I think, in like
it's been a
3 weeks, isn't it?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Terrible, absolutely terrible scene. I played Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I'd never played it. I played the first one like a few years ago, and never got around to playing the sequel. And I just what did I finish? Oh, I finished Persona 3. That's it. I finished Persona 3, which was really, really good. And then I was like, I kind of want something easy, bit of a palate cleanser, because I just did Final Fantasy 7 and Persona 3 reloads back to back, and it was a bit like, it's like a fucking 120 hours in total for both games. But yeah, amazing. Ori is so good, so good. I think I preferred it to the first one as well.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of people have said like the first one's better because of how unique it was when it came out. But the second one was awesome, man. It's definitely easier, the second one. It's super easy to like traverse around and stuff once you get about halfway through. But I loved it, mate. I loved it. And then I've just been playing a bit of Counter-Strike again.
Dropped a 30 bomb.
I dropped a 30 bomb. Yeah, I dropped my first 30 bomb yesterday. Don't know how. I don't know how. I think I had one of those games where I was playing quite well, which is rare, and the other team were a bit shit, so it made me look amazing.
That's good. It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's good. And I, annoyingly though, I found myself getting wound up like when I was watching other people like in the team
because they're not good at it.
Yeah, I was just like, there was this guy, and I think
Toxic.
it literally must have been his first game, and he was like on T side, he was like smoking the bomb every time, like it was planted, and I was just like, why are you doing that? I didn't actually say that to him, but I was just like, I could find myself picking things up, being like, oh god, I'm getting annoyed at like what other people are doing now.
Yeah,
and I need to just let that go because like just because I'm doing well this one game. Yeah, and I was like, nah, it's fine. Like, we're winning. It's all good. It doesn't matter. I finished Fallout. Me and Carly watched Fallout.
The series.
Have you? Yeah.
I've done the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
We'll chat about it when you finished it, but
yeah,
it's made me go back and try New Vegas.
Okay.
So I installed New Vegas.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Other than that, I think that's it, mate. I think that's it. Yeah, I've just been absolutely ploughing Ori.
I have
got that done.
I also re-downloaded Fallout 4. I haven't played it yet, but I re-downloaded it and all the DLC.
Nice.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got the urge after starting to watch the show. I was just like, oh, I wouldn't mind playing Fallout again.
Well, we can just go straight into the news, mate, because we've got a bit about Fallout anyway.
We do.
So it's a nice little segue there. Everyone's playing Fallout again.
Yeah.
Because of the TV show.
Yeah.
And the TV show is really good.
And the Magic the Gathering cards.
And the Magic the Gathering cards as well, yeah.
They've really done a Fallout drop, haven't they?
Yeah. In classic Bethesda style, though, they fucking dropped the ball as well. Because the next gen update that they released for Fallout 4 has basically broken mods on PC.
I saw a lot of complaints about it.
Yeah, so PC Gamer did an article by Rich Stanton from PC Gamer. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but to paraphrase, they're basically... Bethesda released this next gen update, next gen in inverted commas, for Fallout 4, which was like, upscale textures, all the bells and whistles, that sort of thing, and it's basically broken mods on PC. So, not great. What do you make of this? Because it's a bit shit, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I mean the cynical part of me looks at this because this isn't the first time they've been in hot water with the mod community, is it? Because they also tried to release a mod pack like store for, I think it was Fallout 76.
I think they did Skyrim as well, didn't they? And
people were fuming about it because mods historically are free. They're created by the community and you can just install them and it just gives you different ways to play the game and stuff. And there are arguments for and against, like safety procedures and stuff. Like people could like sideload different things into a mod that could like damage your PC and stuff like that, or mine your data and things like that. But so there's arguments for and against, but they obviously tried to monetize mods is the sort of bottom line, and people weren't happy about it, and I think they went back on a fair bit of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, then this next gen update completely breaking mods for PC. The cynical part of me is like, did they just do this as a little like, well, fuck your mods?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that is a credible theory because of, like you said, what you just referenced. You know what I mean?
Because they also have no responsibility to maintain the mods that exist on the game. Like any update they bring out could break mods.
Yeah, and like you said, they've got that's not on them.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
They don't need to make sure that they're made, like the things that they do don't impact the mods that have been made by other people.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's more just it's like, because the people that make the mods are usually the really loyal and enthusiastic about the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've probably shared their stuff, because they love the game so much. And I get what you're saying about it. You know, it isn't their responsibility. That is true. But, you know, should more care have gone into like this update potentially to not effectively fuck people over?
Yeah.
Not fuck people over, because that sounds like, you know, it sounds like they're monetizing it and things like that. It's not that at all. But I think if you spent, you know, potentially months, years making a mod, and then
they just change it.
I guess, yeah, and I guess you could say, well, you know, just don't install the update, because the article I was referencing earlier, the PC Gamer one, you know, people have started to make stuff that will like uninstall it, like the next gen update.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, man. It's a bit weird. Like, so I started playing New Vegas, and obviously that's like, I don't know, how old's New Vegas now? I'm not sure. 15 years, 10 years? How old's New Vegas? Let's find out.
New Vegas came out on the 19th of October 2010.
Cool. Yeah, 14 years ago then.
Yeah.
I started playing it because I wanted to give it a go. I've never played it before. I've heard it's the best one.
Yeah.
And off the back of the Fallout TV show, I was like, you know, I want to give this game, like this series, another crack, because I've never been particularly keen on it.
Famously don't like it.
I like things about it. I just find it hard to play. Like, I find the gun combat just so difficult at times. But I'm using mods on Fallout New Vegas because because I couldn't play. I installed it and I was like, I can't play this. Like,
for what reason?
It was pretty painful. It was just, so the two things that I don't know. It's obviously not optimized very well for like newer PCs, so it wasn't playing particularly well. Like, there were frame rate issues and things like that, and little quality of life things like just not being able to open the map. Like, you have to go into the Pip-Boy and then go to the map, and then you pick local map or world map. Things like that. And it's just because we're spoiled basically with modern games now, do you know what I mean? Even the sprinting. So like, the sprint is so, there's no sprint on it. You either walk or you run. Yeah. And the run is so slow. Like, it's so slow. I was like, this can't be the fastest you can travel in it. But it is. So I've got like a sprint mod. I've got a couple of weapon mods to make the gameplay a little bit better. And I'm gonna stick with it. I'm just not overly enamored with it, and it's got nothing to do with the visuals or anything like that. But I'd be fucking gutted if I couldn't mod this game,
right? Because
I basically wouldn't play it. Like, I wasn't gonna play it, and then I was like, actually, I can just install mods on it. But I want to give it a proper go. And the mods have made it a lot better. You know, they've made it like, I don't want to say bearable because that sounds harsh, but it's just one of those things, man. Like, I don't know. I don't really know, like, how I'm going to get on with it.
It's like when I went back and played Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue, and not being able to run faster than you can in that game is just painful. It's like, I think it's just like a part of the generation that we are, or like as we've grown with time, like, people never used to watch YouTube videos at 1.5 times speed. Now everyone's watching YouTube videos in like 1.5 times. Just like, it's like, I need to absorb this faster.
Yeah.
And I think that's like in games as well. Games that came out a few years ago now are a lot slower paced. And it takes a lot longer just to do stuff. And I don't think we have the patience for it anymore.
Nah, and it's kind of sad, really, because obviously we grew up with video games in the 90s, and like you said, like, Pokemon's a classic example of that. Even just like leveling and stuff like that, like leveling up your Pokemon, I do think now it's like, oh, fucking hell, like, you go back and play an old game and it's like, this is such a ball ache.
Yeah, bit of a chore.
Yeah. But I'm going to stick with it. The mods have really helped. Hopefully they fix that as well, Bethesda, for the PC stuff, because if I do get on with New Vegas, I think I will try Fallout 4 again. Yeah, yeah. I know it's going to be a good game. I think it's more just whether I like it. Do you know what I mean? It's just down to personal taste.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about the Fallout show with you though.
Mate.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I can't wait till you finished it so we can have a proper chat about it. What else we got then? Oh, Xbox Direct. So, Video Games Chronicle.com. There's a little article here by a fella called Tom Ivan. So, target launch months for Xbox's 2024 games have seemingly been revealed, including Starfield, Shattered Space, DLC, Call of Duty, Avowed, Flight Simulator, and Indiana Jones. So they're doing 2 presentations in June, an Xbox Games showcase and then a redacted direct presentation. So I don't know what that's going to be. But is there anything you'd like to see on this? Like, I feel like they've got to start pushing out some first party stuff, haven't they?
Yeah, new Gears of War game. That's always going to be. It's always going to be my answer for Xbox exclusives. What do you want to see? Something new Gears of War.
Have you played? Did you play 5?
No, that's the only one I haven't played. Actually, no, it was 5, which is one I haven't played. I have played 5. I didn't play the spin-off one, Judgment or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I did play.
To be fair, I've only played the first one, and that was when we played it together.
I know. I wish they would do the second one on PC because we need to play through that.
Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? Have you got an Xbox?
I do, yeah.
Because we could always do it on console. I know the quality wouldn't be as good, but like the audio quality, but we could still do it.
I need to set up.
It's weird though, isn't it? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's true. It's weird that they haven't done that though.
Yeah, it's just annoying because I was really excited to go through those first 3 with you because I just absolutely love them. And I enjoyed the first one. Was sick. I really liked when we played the first one.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. Consider I've never played them, so it was great to experience it like properly for the first time. I can see why people were like bang into it back in the day. Do you know what I mean? Especially the online as well.
Got to do that really fun bit with the lights when we got to the krill.
Oh, I literally knew how that was gonna pan out. It was fucking funny though. It was funny. So yeah, we got Starfield expansion. I mean, I probably won't play it because I didn't really like Starfield.
Yeah.
Maybe I only like Skyrim. Maybe that's what it is. New Call of Duty. Not really my cup of tea. Apparently it's going to be another Black Ops game.
Okay.
Probably with another 4-hour campaign for like 60 quid. And Gears of War apparently as well. Apparently, according to The Verge, the Xbox showcase will include the announcement of a new Gears of War game.
Which I'd love to see.
Is it too? Yeah, mate. I'm all for it. I think Microsoft need to start getting some first party games out, man, like really badly.
I wonder like what point in the universe it's going to be set. Because like with Gears 5, they sort of introduced the new sort of fresh blood, and they had like Marcus and stuff in there, and he was quite old, and the story was sort of like the passing of the torch, I suppose, to the new blood. So I wonder whether they're just going to carry on with like a full set of new characters.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Because Gears 5 was like quite a few years ago. I mean, Halo, is it too soon for a new Halo? Do you think? It's been 3 years since Halo Infinite came out.
I don't think it is. I think they wanted Halo Infinite to be like that. Well, Infinite game. Ironically, I suppose they probably wanted to make it a Fortnite-esque living game, but I don't think it's lived up to that.
Well, I think a lot of people just play the Master Chief Collection, don't they?
Yeah,
which is
so. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know, maybe it's not too early for a new Halo game, but I don't think they're ready to do one.
Nah, that's fair. I think especially if they're shining the spotlight on Gears of War as well, they're not gonna announce 2 first party games, are they?
Yeah.
Like the same thing, 2 of their big hitters. Right, other thing. This is just weird. This is just really weird. So Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
is going to be a playable character in Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
He looks so weird as well, isn't it?
Yeah, like
his little avatar.
It's just like so. This is from the BBC by Noor Nanji, and it just says one of the world's most popular mobile games, Clash of Clans, has unveiled a surprise new character: the Manchester City football star Erling Haaland. An animated version of Haaland will become the barbarian king in the game. Yeah, it's just really weird. Like it really doesn't surprise me that a footballer's favourite game is a mobile game.
Yeah.
As well. Do you know?
Yeah, because he says he loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah. So Haaland, also Haaland's. I know this, but Erling Haaland's 23. It's still
that's fucking mad, isn't it?
It's mad.
That's so depressing.
Like
that is so depressing.
He's so ridiculously good as well, and he's like won everything. He's literally won everything, and he's 23.
And he's like nearly 7 foot.
He's not even hit his prime yet, mate. Imagine how good he's going to be
it's
when
so
he's
disgusting.
27, 28. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
He's cheated. He's used real life cheats, hasn't he?
Well, yeah.
Someone's given him the cheat codes. That one of those little books that you used to get that you'd send off from the gaming magazines. That
God
give
mode.
You all the cheat all the cheats for GTA. He's got that for real life.
Yeah, well, and he plays for Man City as well. We've also used like the fucking
infinite money
cheat.
Yeah, Rosebud.
Rosebud. Yeah, fucking cheating pricks. But yeah, it got me thinking. Like, what other? Like, I'm trying to remember other sort of weird, celebrity kind of crossovers in video games.
I've got a few.
So Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight, who plays himself.
Yeah.
That was the only one I could think of off the top of my head where he's playing himself in it.
Yeah, so not not looking at games like Brutal Legend and things like that, where Jack Black is literally the main character in the game, but he's not playing Jack Black.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And did you know Ozzy Osbourne's in Brutal Legend
in that?
Well?
Yeah. I think he does, but he does play himself weirdly. So
yeah, there's loads of like metal band members in there as well. I think Limmy from
Motorhead,
what they call Motorhead's in there as well as a character.
Yeah,
I think Brutal Legend I think it's a Double Fine game as well.
Is it?
Yeah,
I liked it. I played it when it came out. It's got a
is.
weird mixture of lots of different games in there. It's like action platformer. Then there's a bit like Guitar Hero-esque bits. Then it's got
like
turn-based. Then it's got turn-based battles.
Yeah.
It's got a lot going on.
It's good. I don't know if it is Double Fine. I'm pretty sure Tim Schafer was involved in it. The other one that came to mind was Sean Bean in Hitman.
Oh yeah, in Hitman. Does he play himself?
He doesn't play himself,
right?
But
okay.
He definitely dies in it.
Yeah, he dies.
It's the most Sean Bean ever thing.
Yeah,
it's like, well, what video game are you in? Oh, the one where I get assassinated.
That's the perfect cameo for him.
Yeah, it literally is. It's like, this poor guy, he just fucking dies and everything. You got any others?
Yeah, there was one very recent one. And just by chance, I was watching a YouTube video of it the other day. There's a game called Undawn, which is a mobile-first zombie survival game.
Yeah.
And it features Will Smith.
What? I've never heard of this.
Mate, Google it. And
Undawn?
Yeah. And the trailer is like so Will Smith centric, right? It's like Will Smith fighting loads of zombies, slaying them, all centered around the fact that it's Will Smith is like the character.
Right.
When you actually play the game, he is an unvoiced NPC that you pick up like 2 quests from.
Really?
Yeah.
What, he doesn't even have he's not even done any lines for it.
No.
And he like
it's just his character model standing there and you just go and pick up quests for him.
That's such a rip-off, isn't it? Mixed reviews on Steam, Undawn.
It's literally in the advert, it says, join Will Smith as legendary survivor Trey Jones as he prepares you for your journey to survive the shattered world of Undawn. It just doesn't even have any voice lines.
That's savage, man. So they've just paid to have his like photo, basically.
Yeah.
They said, "Can we have your likeness in the game?"
pretty much.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it? That's sad.
And then I was thinking, I can't actually think of any off the top of my head, but there must be some in Fortnite and stuff like that, like the skins.
So yeah, and Call of Duty as well. Like Call of Duty's
that's true.
got some.
They've done a lot of
Call of Duty's
and
gone
stuff.
mad. Like you can play as Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
in Call of Duty now.
Yeah.
Like what is? It's so weird. And you can be like a little crocodile and stuff. Like it's proper fucking weird now. Call of Duty. Like they've really lent into the. Like I think it kind of works in Fortnite because it's that sort of cartoony, you know, exaggerated art style. But Call of Duty is like, you know, you're running around like it's quite serious. You know what I mean? And then
I bet some of the Call of Duty purists were fuming when that sort of stuff started coming in.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know whether that's just DMZ or Warzone or whether it's like you can play with those
in the campaign
in the multiplayer. yeah.
Nicki Minaj going out to battle,
calling in the airstrikes. Yeah. Proper weird, isn't it? Proper weird. I think we could do a whole episode on that, to be honest.
Honestly, that might be the sort of thing that gets me to play Call of Duty again. If they just do something so mad that I'm just like, yeah, I want to see that.
Who would you have in Call of Duty if you could pick?
If I could pick any character.
If you could pick any character from anything ever, I think I'd just have David Brent, mate.
David Brent in Call of Duty, that would be pretty good.
I think I'd just have David Brent.
That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good.
And they've got all his like lines as well. They get Ricky Gervais to come in and do like
Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, Andy Dwyer would be good.
That'd be pretty good.
Ron Swanson.
Oh yeah, Ron Swanson would be badass.
Like imagine like Troy and Abed
playing co-op campaign.
Yeah,
Troy and Abed's DLC campaign.
Do a Troy and Abed run. Troy and Abed in the morning. Yeah, I think I'd have to do David Brent.
Yeah,
just have him running around, just like, I think there's been a rape. Oh my god,
50 Cent.
So
I'd enjoy 50 Cent.
Oh, he's got his own games, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's Blood on the Sand.
He's got his own game, Blood on the Sand. We had a chat about this not long ago, didn't we?
I've reviewed it on my channel.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. Loot the Truth on YouTube.
Loot the Truth on YouTube. 50 Cent.
Go and watch that. Amazing. Well, let's segue into the main topic. So I wanted to have a little chat about open world games, mate, this week.
Yeah.
So Star Wars Outlaws is out in August. I think the release date got leaked a few weeks ago.
Yeah. And
I like the look of this, man. I really want to play this, but my fear is that it's not. I don't think it's developed by Ubisoft directly, but it's developed by a studio owned by
Ubisoft studio.
Yeah. And it's obviously open world, and I just don't want it to be a traditional Ubisoft open world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can't handle. I find Ubisoft games really unattractive to play. Like I have no incentive to play them because I just can't handle all the shit on the map everywhere.
Yeah. It's so it's developed by Massive Entertainment.
That's the one.
They are more known for the Division and stuff.
Right, okay. So less open worldy, I would say.
But I think they also did that Avatar game.
Yeah. Did you play that?
No, I didn't.
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose this is going to segue a little bit into the wider conversation we're going to have, but I think open world games I tend to struggle with after a while. But not really because they're open world. It's, I think, more because of the way that open world games are done. And I think Ubisoft play a big part in this because they do a lot of open world games. You look at things like Assassin's Creed and Far Cry.
Yeah, it's their bread and butter, isn't it?
They're very formulaic in the way that they play. Like, in the way that you play those games, it's all the same. You've got the collectibles on the map. You have to unlock each part of the map by climbing up somewhere, finding a viewpoint. Unlocks where you can go and find everything else. You go and pick those up, and you go and do your side missions, and then you follow a trail of main story missions as you go through.
Yeah.
It was great years ago, but now it just feels like tick box exercises within a game, and that's sort of why I've fallen out of love with like the Far Cry and the Assassin's Creed style open world games.
Yeah.
So I really hope that they don't do that with Outlaws.
I totally agree.
From what I've seen in the like story and stuff, in the trailers and the gameplay, it looks to take more influence from things like The Last of Us or Uncharted and stuff like that in the way that it plays. But it is obviously open world, so I hope that they don't just essentially scatter lots of extra bits in there for you to go and do for the sake of it.
Just like you said, just tick boxes, innit?
Yeah.
I think, I totally agree with all of that, man. I think, like you said, when Assassin's Creed came out, even games like Just Cause, Saints Row, like GTA, obviously, was like, like things like that. They always felt like it was an open world, but there wasn't a ton. It wasn't that there wasn't stuff to do. It was just stuff that was there if you wanted to do it. It didn't feel like a necessity. And I know you don't have to do a lot of the collectibles and side missions and things, but when the map's like inundated with shit that just everywhere, and The Witcher 3 does this as well. Like,
even like Horizon does it to an extent as well.
Yeah. I just find those games like quite tiring before I've even started playing them. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's been, 20 years. We've had 20 years of 15 to 20 years of true open world games. I know you can make a case for like Ocarina of Time and like A Link to the Past, stuff like that, GTA 3, but Assassin's Creed was like the one I feel like that really started that trend. Do you know what I mean? And obviously the technology's better. Got to the point where we were capable of making open world games. Yeah,
because it did feel like there was a long time where it was battling the tech to try and keep like releasing a more expansive game. Like, it was like it for ages, where it's just like a selling feature of the game was how big the map was.
Yeah.
I got so bored of that.
Yeah, like it was great at the time because it was new
and it was like impressive. But it's like now we know we can make maps that are unbearably big. We don't have to keep making them.
Yeah, literally. It's like when when a band evolves over time. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like they don't like a good band always writes a new album that's different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than the last one. And I think we're at a point now where the
Assassin's Creed needs to write a jazz album.
Yeah. It needs to like start playing with some electronics and stop writing like guitar albums.
You know what I mean? Synth funk.
Yeah. Let's have a refresh. I'm hoping it avoids all of that and it makes exploration
fun.
The driving force in that game.
Yeah.
So I think that Breath of the Wild, and it's not because I'm a Zelda fanboy or anything like that, but I think Breath of the Wild is probably.
I did hear last week as well. You getting away with loads of Zelda chat, not.
Oh yeah, we were loving it, mate. We were loving it.
Yeah.
Didn't have you shoot us down, did we? But in all seriousness, I think Breath of the Wild is like one of the most important games to come out like recently in the last like 10 years.
I agree from an open world perspective, definitely.
Yeah.
I think Elden Ring as well. I think
and that was my other one.
Yeah.
But Elden Ring I don't think would be the way it is without Breath of the Wild. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
I know they were in development at similar times, but I think Breath of the Wild just changed open world games completely.
It's given you more freedom to explore and uncover stuff by exploring, as opposed to just going, this is exactly where the thing you're looking for is, go and pick it up. Like,
yeah,
that becomes so tiresome for me in open world games. Whereas like Elden Ring and Breath of the Wild, they really just reward you for fucking about and like trialing stuff and seeing what happens. And then you go, oh shit, I've got to this little weird area that I never would have found that's got this item in or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, I think as well, like there could be some accessibility options that are added into these games, like where you can turn that stuff off.
Div mode.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like you can have div mode, which tells you where everything is, or you can have like a true exploration mode where I feel like Assassin's Creed might have done this potentially. I can't. It just rings a bell from playing Odyssey. I think you can have it so it's like an explorer mode where where it doesn't tell you where anything is.
Yeah.
I think more open world games would benefit from using that, definitely. Then, like, as a counterpoint, so Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is open world, but it's kind of broken into segments,
Yeah.
right? So like each area is an open world, but it's sort of segmented, so you're not overwhelmed with like all this shit at the same time.
Yeah.
So you can tidy up all your side stuff and then before you move on to the next area, which is really nice. Then you got games like the Tomb Raider reboots, which are they're not open world, they're linear, but you have these sort of open spaces where there's stuff to do within that space and you don't have to immediately move on before you complete everything.
Yeah.
Which I also think is really nice. Like, do you play more open? Like, do you have to gear yourself up for playing open world games now?
Definitely.
Or like now you've got less time, like that we're a bit older and we work and stuff. It's a big undertaking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. Same with like big RPGs. There's only so many of them I can play in a year, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I suppose I mean by it used to be a selling feature of like how big a map was or how many hours the game was going to like, this game will take 200 hours to complete. Now, when that happens, I'm like, oh, fuck no.
I'm immediately put off by it, yeah.
Jesus. But...
unless it is something like Elden Ring, do you know what I mean? Where I want to be invested in that for hours and hours and hours, but at my own pace.
Yeah, but it's really rare now, like that there is a game that comes out that I really, truly care that much about, that I want to sink 200 hours into it.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything, the more I've grown up, outside of the few competitive multiplayer games that I play for stupid amounts of hours, I mostly just want to play like an 8-hour, 6-hour, 10-hour, somewhere around that range campaign game with an engrossing story that is going to give me some form of emotional reward for playing it. And reward being positive or negative, like whether it's a scary game, a sad game, or whatever. Like, I do think that just the phrase "open world game" now, so like almost sends a chill down my spine.
yeah. Like I really have to prepare for an open world game now. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm. It's almost like I have to clear my schedule of other games.
Yeah. But then
newer ones anyway.
I don't like. It's not that I dislike them either. I still really enjoy an open world game, like especially when they're more like Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring, where it's doing it in a different way. But even like just the Fallout series has made me reinstall Fallout 4 because I want to try that again now. Right.
Sorry, everyone. We had some technical difficulties. Well, I had technical difficulties. My internet just died. But we're back.
We are back.
We're back, and we were talking, for anyone that hasn't listened, so about open world games.
I was talking to myself for a little bit, so
you were. Well, yeah. So sorry, just to carry on. You were chatting about Fallout, right?
Yeah. Well, I just said like it. I do still get the urge to go and play open world games. Like the Fallout show has made me want to go back and play Fallout 4.
Yeah.
So it's not open world games themselves that I don't like and I don't enjoy. It's just, I think sometimes, especially with the length of them, there's only a few that you can play a year. And if they start releasing them consistently back to back, it's in a similar vein to what we have a little bit now with, there's a lot of RPGs coming out at the moment. You know, Dragon's Dogma, Baldur's Gate, all of these games take up a considerable amount of time.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, Persona, Remake. It's hard to be able to fit all of those in. You need to be a bit pickier. Whereas if there's like indie games, and I think that's why I do love playing a lot of indie games as well. They drop and it's 8 hours, 4 hours,
Yeah,
10
yeah,
hours,
exactly.
whatever, you can just smash through loads of them.
Yeah, and I guess it depends on your circumstances, doesn't it, as well? Like, I would find open world games way more attractive, like, when I was younger. Do you know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
had more time to sink into video games. Whereas now it's like, yeah, an 8 hour indie or something like that is better for me because I've got less time, sadly, to play video games.
Yeah.
I do find them just like so intimidating though. Like, if there was anything you could change about open world games, what would it be? For me, I think I would just use Elden Ring and Breath of the Wild as kind of like the template now, or at least, like I said earlier, like just have that option where you can turn shit off.
Yeah, I think for me, it's quality over quantity. It's if there's less characters in it, less NPCs that you have conversations with, that's fine. Just make sure that the ones that you do have conversations with have some sort of story that you're actually drawn into or become invested in, as opposed to having
a throwaway fetch quest.
Yeah, and it's like the meme of the guy from Fallout 4 who's just constantly got a fetch quest for you.
Yeah.
It's like, I can do without that. I would rather have fewer characters that you're embroiled in a relationship with, and it feels like there's something on the line, or you're actually changing some sort of outcome in the world.
Yeah, that has a meaningful outcome, right? Yeah, I totally agree. Definitely. I think that's why. I mean, like, From Software games have always done amazing NPCs. Like, they're always really good. Do you know what I mean? And Elden Ring obviously carries on that trend, but in the open world where
Blythe, Alexander.
Oh my god, yeah! Like, just all the characters, and you can like totally miss them as well. Like, if you literally just run past. Yeah. I can't remember her character's name, but the one, like the Spider Woman that's right outside Stormvale Castle, like she's like right next. She's like, oh, my friends have been turned into spiders. She's like right next to a site of grace outside Stormvale.
What's her name? Yeah, the lady that does your spirit ashes and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like you could just. I know she is right next to a site of grace, so you probably have to really just not give a shit to miss her, but like you could just miss like an entire mechanic of the game.
Yeah.
But it's designed like that so that you do check every nook and cranny. Do you know what I mean? And
it makes you want to.
Yeah, and I'd say more than quite often, really, like 95% of the time, if you see something that looks like a bit out of place or a landmark or something in that game, and you go there will be something there. Even if it's an item, like a spirit ash that you find, or and you read the description on it, and then it's just like a little bit of lore that fills it out.
Usually it's relevant to the area that you find it in as well.
Yeah. Or it'll end up tying in with something later on.
It's just a lot of care. There's a lot of care put into it. There's a lot of intention in the delivery of all of those things. Whereas I think a lot of open world games suffer from, let's just chuck one of these there. Let's have another person that you just go and get a quest from there.
Little collectible put there.
And it doesn't. You just end up blindly doing them. You're not invested in why you're doing them or what's the purpose of actually going and doing these things.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be the thing that I would like to see more open world games do, definitely. There you go, mate. Put the worlds to rights about open world games. You got anything else on that?
Put the open worlds to rights.
Put the open worlds to rights, didn't we? Lovely stuff. Well, it's the monthly feature, mate, and it's back. It is back for round two.
Back for round two. We actually have had... Sorry, I just opened my phone to check something, and Gordon Ramsay started talking from a video I was watching. We have had a few recommendations come in for the naming convention of this game.
Okay, yeah. Let's hear it.
Because if you listened to the episode 2 weeks ago, you'll know that we've currently taken to calling this the guessy game.
In honour of the old Loot the Truth podcast.
Yeah, in reference to a time long ago. Well, we've had a listener send in a few recommendations. So these are from Mike.
Lovely stuff. Thanks,
and
Mike.
He's sent in 3 recommendations. First one of which is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a game.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
The second recommendation is The Legend of Loot, the Ocarina of Truth.
Very good, very good.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, yeah. Little Zelda reference, I'm into it.
And the third one, which I think might be my favourite, slightly wordy, but Mario to the left of me, Sonic to the right, here I am, stuck in the middle with clues.
It is. I mean, maybe we could get the acronym for it, and then call it that if it works out. I like him though. I'm glad Mike's been putting a shift in for the names, because I definitely haven't. I was just rocking the guessy game. Yeah. Well, yeah, we can definitely add those to a pile, and then we can maybe whittle them down.
Put out a survey or something.
Yeah.
So if you've got any more, send them in. If you've got any more recommendations for the new name of the guessy game.
Hey there, reflect at gmail.com. Send them in.
Love it.
What you got for me, mate?
So we've got 3 games again, and just a quick overview. 3 games, you get 10 clues per game. The earlier you guess the game, the more points you get. You're allowed 1 guess for each clue. I think your record from the 3 games last week was 12.
12 points.
12
out of 30.
12 out of 30.
Which sounds terrible, but I think is all right.
I mean, I think you got let down on golf with your friends. It's a tough one for you.
That was hard.
But as you know, they are in increasing difficulty. So game 1's going to be a lot easier. Game 2 a bit harder, and game 3 probably a bit of a tougher one. So
yeah, easy, normal, and hard.
Exactly. So let's dive into it. So your first game this week, and your first clue is third-person view.
Third-person view, and it's 1 guess, isn't it?
1 guess per clue. So this is for 10 points. This is for the full 10. Third-person view.
I am going to go with Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's incorrect.
Damn.
Second clue is has no multiplayer elements.
No multiplayer elements.
Third-person view, no multiplayer elements.
Did Uncharted have multiplayer? I don't think it did. I'm going to go with Uncharted 1.
Okay, incorrect.
Damn.
Clue number 3 is stealth.
Stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
Incorrect. It's close though. You're in and around the right areas.
You're in the ballpark, yeah.
So third-person view, no multiplayer, stealth, and clue number 4 is skill tree.
Ooh, skill tree. Stealthy third-person game with a skill tree. I feel like I don't know. Because I was going to say Splinter Cell next, but that doesn't have a skill tree. Well, there's multiple Splinter Cells, but I don't think any of those have a skill tree. Sekiro?
Oh, he's absolutely nailed it.
Nice.
Absolutely nailed it.
That's excellent, mate.
So that's 7 points. 7 points straight away. That 12's looking well within reach now, son.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, the next clues. So you had third-person view, no multiplayer elements, stealth, skill tree. We then had grappling hook.
Yeah.
Sculptor.
Right.
Sengoku period.
Yeah.
Prosthetic arm. Ashina. And Shadows Die Twice.
Shadows Die Twice. Yeah, I think I would have got that one.
You would have. I mean, you did. You got it very early on.
Yeah.
Very impressive stuff.
Nice, man. I'm having that.
Oh, I think you could be on for a high score here. Let's see where we go. So game number 2.
Yeah.
Your first clue is action-adventure game.
Action-adventure game. I'm going to go with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, as you've been playing.
Correct, but I like where your head's at. Your second clue is sandbox.
Sandbox.
Yeah.
Sandbox action-adventure game. I don't know, that's kind of thrown me off a little bit, that. Sandbox, action, adventure. Tears of the Kingdom.
Incorrect. Your third clue is 2D.
Terraria.
Oh, he's smashed it. He has smashed it.
I nearly said
That's
Terraria
8.
a minute ago.
That's 8. Wowee.
Nice. Cleaned it up, mate. Beating the score already.
You've beaten the score already, mate. This is just a victory lap at this point. So yeah,
you have to make these harder, mate.
I know. Action adventure, sandbox, 2D. Then we had procedurally generated, multiplayer, bosses, Crimson, Armour, Wall of Flesh, and Relogic.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, victory lap. We're on a total of, what are we? 15 at the moment.
Oh, nice, man.
So the final game, which I nearly just said the title of straight away. I'm good. Your first clue for game 3 is casual.
Casual. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Incorrect. Clue number 2, puzzle video game.
Puzzle video game. A casual puzzle video game. Cocoon.
Incorrect. Clue number 3 is sequel.
Inside.
Incorrect. Clue number 4, trial mode.
Trial mode.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Trial mode.
They do get harder, so.
In a puzzle game. Trial mode. Is it gonna be something like what's that game called? The bike one.
Trials.
Yeah, Trials. That's what I was thinking of. No, it's not gonna be that. Oh, I don't know. What the? That's really thrown me, mate.
Do you just want the next one?
Trial mode. No, I'll have a guess. I'll go for The Witness.
Incorrect. Your next clue is Northwest Symphony Orchestra.
Northwest Symphony Orchestra?
Yeah.
Got a fucking clue, mate. Sound Shapes? No, it's not
good,
Sound Shapes.
good shout, but no. Your next clue is 10 balls.
10 balls.
Yeah. This is for 5 points. It'll round you up to a nice even 20.
Is it Rock of Ages?
It's not. Oh, you're good. You're really, really digging deep for these, I can say.
I know.
The next clue, so for 4 points, is Multiplizer.
Oh, fucking hell, I know what it is. It's it's Peggle. Is it Peggle 2?
It's Peggle 2.
Ah, yes. Nice.
Correct. 4 points for Peggle 2.
Nice. I'll take it.
The following clues were Bjorn the Unicorn, Extreme Fever, and 25 Orange Pegs.
Lovely.
So that takes
Great
you
games.
up to a whopping total of 19.
Oh, 19 out of 30.
19. That's
Can
good.
I beat it next time?
Score. Yeah, you've set yourself a real challenge.
That is hard, man. I think I'll be happy if I got 20 or higher. I think if I can do that, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Mate, that was very good. So you got Sekiro for 7, Terraria for 8, and Peggle 2 for 4.
Oh, see, I feel like I could have got Peggle 2 if I'd have thought about it a bit more.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
Yeah, it is. When you're on the spot and you've only got one guess. Nice. Well, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. 19 points. Thank you for doing those.
That's all right.
That's
Congratulations.
always
very well played.
Always a good laugh, that. We'll have to get a guest on. We can go head to head.
I was going to say, yeah, it would be good to get a guest on. Take turns.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Well, that's it, mate. That's done.
Big episode.
It was a big episode. We had some technical difficulties, but it's all right. We persevered. We powered through. What have you got out on the channel this week?
It's a compilation video of us playing Counter-Strike, me, you and Charlie, and it's called I'm an Idiot, I'm an Idiot, I'm an Idiot.
Yeah, it sounds about right. It sounds about right. Is that something that you said, or...?
Yeah, it's something that I said. We collectively had the worst round that any of us have ever played all at the same time. So
it's this one. Yeah, nice.
I peek a corner, try to shoot someone, they're not even facing me, and I'm so bad that they just turned around and killed me. To which I start saying, I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot. Then Charlie does something very similar and just gets killed. And I just go, don't worry, mate, nobody saw that. And then he just starts laughing. And then I'm watching you, because you're the only one of us left. And you throw a grenade at the wall and it comes back right in your own face and blows you up.
Yeah, shit. Oh, mate, the grenade throws are so hard to get used to on that game. They're absolutely mad. Oh, so, amazing.
If you want to watch a bit of a clown show compilation on Counter-Strike, that's there for you on Loot the Truth.
Excellent stuff, man. Well, socials, Hey There Reflect on Instagram and Twitter, and then heytherereflect@gmail.com if you want to pop an email in. But other than that, that'll do us this week. So thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks as always, Con, for joining.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you all in episode 56.
Hey, hey.